For parents, finding a place you can trust, one that supports your child from their toddler years all the way into elementary school and beyond, makes all the difference. And that's exactly what the YMCA of Central Virginia delivers. From early learning programs for little ones to after-school care, they're giving families the support they need at every stage. So today, we're taking a look at how the YMCA is helping parents feel confident and help kids thrive. And I'm going to start with you, Altra. And let's talk a little bit about what you are a part of in the little ones, right?
We are the YMCA Little Scholars Academy. We have not been open for quite a year yet, but we're excited to join this community in the effort to combat achievement gaps. And in our effort, we serve 2.5 to 5 years old, and we are here to get children ready for kindergarten.
So let's talk about what a day looks like then when the little ones come in.
When they come in, they're greeted by a lovely, nurturing, and caring staff. They come in, we play toys, we have breakfast, and then they go into their academic session. And so they work with their teachers to meet their performance goals for every individual learner, and then they start their day. So the day is filled with curriculum that we follow called Stream in 3.
Okay.
This is a VDOE aligned curriculum for kindergarten readiness. And so it works the children through a play-based curriculum. And so they're playing a lot, they're playing so much and having so much fun, they don't even realize that they're learning every step of the way. We have 4 classrooms right now. So we have a 2.5-year-old class, we have 2 3-year-old classes, and then we have our graduating class of 4-year-olds who are getting ready to go into kindergarten sooner than the rest. And so they learn the skills that are appropriate for their age. And even within the classroom, we use differentiation. Because we do follow this curriculum, we have data and testing that we follow.
Right.
So children are able to see with their families exactly what they need to work on and how they move the mark from beginning of the year through mid-year to the end of the year.
And let's talk about prices, because as a working parent, I know it's hard to balance everything and then pay for schooling as well.
Yep, and that's the hard part. But we are happy to be able to have a competitive price. We are $195 a week. And then a part-time rate of $150 a week.
Great.
And then we also have at the YMCA several financial assistance options that we can work with families who need help affording high-quality care.
And Kelly, you work with a summer program, right? Tell me a little bit about this.
Yes, so I help oversee a program called Power Scholars Academy. We're going into, I believe, our 11th or 12th year right now. It's a partnership with Lynchburg City Schools where we identify students who are struggling somewhat in reading and math. So it's bridging that learning gap. We focus on 90 minutes of instruction in the morning for math and reading. And again, all of our materials are, we use our data to drive that success rate. And then in the afternoon, it's fun. They don't realize they're really, in a program for education, but it's a camp-like environment. A lot of students just refer to it as camp. Like, I want to go to camp next summer.
And we want folks to know, too, that you're all licensed. You know what you're doing.
Yes, preschool is definitely, we go through some rigorous screening with our staffing there. Everybody's background check, fingerprinted. A lot of our staff is higher quality educated. We've got licensed teachers on staff. We've got, just a lot of passionate people that work in our programs. And for the summer, we rely on licensed teachers through Lynchburg City School to provide those educational pieces.
And you're doing K through 5th grade, right, for this program?
That's correct. And there is no charge to any student that is recommended to Power Scholars. So that's a wonderful opportunity for families to have something free for their children to do that's both enriching academically and socially and emotionally.
And then, Michelle, my kids were in your programs, the before and after school programs. My kids both did after school programs. Tell me a bit about that.
So it's for working parents that are for Lynchburg City Schools in Amherst County. That's what we serve, K through 5th. And when they get there, it's a fun environment. We do games, we do toys. This morning we did a game of dodgeball and they loved it. And then in the evening time, they do an afternoon snack. We do homework help, so in case they need help with their homework, we got that. We do STEM projects, we do arts and crafts. We learn new skills. We just taught the kids how to knit the other day. It was yeah, they loved it.
And this is an inexpensive program as well.
$60 for before school, $70 for after, and if you want to do before and after, it's $80 a week.
And potentially you can have some financial help as well?
Financial assistance is available, and we also do subsidy, which is where parents are there for DSS.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And then the more kids you have, the better deal you get, right?
The more kids you have, the better deal. You get $5 off.
And we want folks in general, too, to know that there's open enrollment in all these programs right now, right?
That's correct.
Yes, ma'am.
So get the kids in there if you need that help. So what kind of response have parents given you all?
Our families have given us some wonderful feedback. They speak to how passionate and caring our staff is, how organized and peaceful it feels at our location, and they also just speak about how many new skills their children are coming home learning, from holding the pencil to leads in potty training, and just some independent emotional regulation things that they've seen. So we've been getting really positive feedback so far.
Well, I've been here for 30 years. Saw earlier today a kid that came to my program from years ago, and they still remember what we did 15, 20 years ago. And they remember our names. So I think we're making a difference.
Oh, 100%. And let's get more information out there. If you want to learn more about the YMCA Youth Development Programs, give them a call, 434-333-6148. You can also find them on social media or online at ymcacva.org or use the QR code on the screen.